China, and it's called The Elephant Pit. Has anybody heard this one?
No.
And it's not unethical. The character in it actually is quite the opposite. He's very, very compassionate, very kind, very thoughtful, almost to a fault, because he gets taken advantage of. He's a hunter, and he digs this huge pit to catch elephants. He's an elephant hunter. So he's got this great big pit, and it's all camouflaged in the woods, and there's a man who's being chased by a lion, and the man's flying through the woods trying to escape the lion, and he falls right into the pit. And right after him, because they're running so fast, the lion falls into the pit too. So the man and the lion are sitting there thinking, oh my God, here we are, face to face, in this pit. Right after that, a falcon falls in the pit, flying falcon, and a snake, well actually no, it was a mouse that was being chased by a snake, falls in the pit. Okay, so you have the man, you have the lion, you have the mouse, you have the falcon, and you have the snake, and they're all sitting there in the pit looking at one another thinking, oh gee, here we are. Especially the mouse. Why?
Because he could be eaten by any
That's
animal.
right. That's right. Everybody in there is an enemy of the mouse. Okay, so the mouse says, I have an idea. I think we should make a truce. And we should all agree that we're not going to bother one another as long as we're in this pit. And we're going to think of a way to get out. Thankfully for the mouse, they all agree that they're just going to hang tight, mind their own business, and figure out how to get out of the pit. Next day, the hunter comes to see if he's caught any elephants. Well, he hasn't caught an elephant. What has he caught? Yeah, he's caught the man, the mouse, the snake, the falcon, and the lion, right? So he's a really nice guy. He said, well, I don't really want any of you. I'm trying to catch elephants. So he helps them all, well, he gets ready to help them all out of the pit. But the lion says, wait a minute. He said, you can trust all the animals. We're not going to hurt you. We will be eternally grateful, and we will repay you in kindness. But you shouldn't trust the man. The man is deceitful, and he's going to lie, and he's going to hurt you. You should leave him in the pit. So we may have to finish this next week. But the hunter is a very compassionate, very kind, very thoughtful person. And he said, no, I'm going to help all of you out. So he helps everybody out. Okay, they all go their merry way. They all say, thank you so much, and they all split. Later on, a couple of weeks later, he gets really ill. He catches some kind of virus or something, and he gets very, very, very sick. And he's so sick that he can't even get out of bed. And then he doesn't have any food, and his wife doesn't have any food, and they're really in bad shape. And the lion finds out that the hunter is so sick. So the lion kills animals and brings them to the hunter every day. He brings him food to eat because the hunter can't hunt because he's so sick. And the falcon also hears that the hunter is very sick. And the falcon was flying through across the woods, and he saw something really sparkling and pretty on the ground, and he looked, and there's this whole pile of jewels there. And he thought, wow, he said, the hunter could probably use these because, you know, he could convert these to money, and since he hasn't been able to work and hasn't been able to hunt, you know, I can do this as a way of repaying him for his kindness of getting me out of the pit. So the falcon gathers up all the jewels and takes them to the hunter and says, here, you'll have these as repayment for your kindness for getting me out of the pit.